Like, oh, I'm okay with the NIT, but man, come on. What's
Ani is
up?
Coach Ani is fussing right now, so I caught her in mid fuss.
Yes, you
So
did. That's okay. I just feel like everything should be fair, but it don't never work out. It don't always work out
it
for
doesn't. It
yeah. It
doesn't,
just
unfortunately. So, welcome to another episode of We Ball and Two podcast. We are going to. It's of course me, Deb. Let me introduce ourselves. We have Coach Ani here. We're going to be talking about the updated um, NCAA March Madness tournament. We talked
selection
about
Sunday.
what the predictions were going to be, and now we're going to talk about what they actually are after they came out. So we're going to start off talking about the first four in, which are the games that you have to play in to then be in the tournament. So um, we have the first four in. These are the games played on the 18th and the 19th. Nebraska against Richmond, Virginia against Arizona State. So we've got two former LSU players playing against each other, one at Virginia and one at Arizona State. So that should be fairly interesting to see. Missouri State at SF Austin and Southern versus Sanford. Um, any thoughts on any of these games?
That's gonna be interesting. You said the who from LSU plays for Virginia. What was her name?
Samaya, I believe it's Samaya. And then last year
The,
Poa plays for Arizona State.
yeah, the guard that played for LSU.
Hmm.
I wonder what made her transfer.
Um,
Maybe Flage came in there and she felt like she probably wasn't gonna have a lot of playing time, maybe.
no, 'cause she was. I mean, I don't. She no, I don't think it was Flage. Honestly, I think maybe it was the other guards that were coming in, and she knew that she wasn't really performing. You know, the SEC is hard, and you got to have a certain level of you know ability to be in the SEC and play at that level. And if you don't have it, then sometimes transferring is your best option to go
Well,
somewhere else where you can get on the court and actually make an impact in the game. I think when she was there, when um, when you had the team
mhm.
uh, cheerleader there in Angel Reese, I think it made a difference in how she played. But going from that to not having her anymore, and yeah, that's I mean, you got to figure it out. I don't think
I
she
feel
was
like you
prepared
can't
for
when you
that.
come into the sec, you can't be complacent. You got to keep
No,
getting better
yeah,
because they're going to continue to bring more people in that are better and better. And you can't be complacent. You got to get in the gym and work.
yeah,
And you got to get better. You can't be complacent of what you when you as you came in as a freshman. You should
right.
not be the same player as a freshman as a senior. You got to
I
get
agree.
better.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I think I just feel like she kind of regressed a little bit, and
There was
she
some personal stuff going on there too. Now that I think
yeah,
about it,
because she had some issues with her visa. There was a lot of stuff that was going on in regards to what she had happening with for her. So I think that was also a an issue that might have played out in the reason why she ended up leaving as well. So Samaya, on the other hand, I just feel like again, I don't think it was a good fit for her. Maybe before she tore her ACL, I think she was on the road to being that
mhm,
version that they needed
mhm.
her to be at LSU, but that injury I think set her back. And some people when they have that injury, they just don't recover in the way that you want and expect them to recover. I saw that happen firsthand in my in with my own child. So some people just don't get back to that place, and sometimes you got to go somewhere else in order to rebuild that. And I think, she's been doing well at Virginia.
Good. She maybe needed a new environment.
Yeah, yeah. So these other games, I vaguely watched Nebraska. Not really. I haven't seen
Nebraska is
Richmond.
not good.
I don't know. I
They were at the
don't
bottom
know.
half of the Big Ten, right?
Yeah.
They're
Um,
not good.
I don't know that Sanford beats. I don't know that Southern beats Sanford. I'm gonna be honest with
I don't have you. Do you know anything about Sanford?
you. Yeah, and they're the what we like to call the fundamentals. So um, I don't know. I don't see. I don't think any of these. You know, obviously they're games that are being played and they're important to the teams, but on the bigger scale, on the bigger you know thing, it's not going to really matter who wins or loses these games because their next opponent or opponent after that is probably going to send them home. So, unfortunately, but that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. I
All
mean,
right.
sometimes
So,
it should be, like I said, the NIT, you might, play a couple games, get some tournament experience up under your belt, and then, get better and get in the NCAA's.
yeah. All right. So, moving on to the actual tournament. So, again, those first four games are games played in order for them to play their next game, so they have to
Mhm.
play into the tournament. So we'll see those as we go through each bracket where those actual games come into play, and who they may or may not be playing.
And
So
they have to play. Southern has to play South Carolina.
Southern or Sanford, yes,
Yeah, one of those two has to play South Carolina.
yeah, yes, they do.
Okay.
And then Nebraska or Richmond would have to play Baylor. Um, the Missouri State, SF Austin would have to play Texas, and the Virginia or Arizona State would play Georgia.
But remember what we were talking about earlier, and I told you that South Carolina was going to be on the same side as UConn,
Yeah.
and
So
there
it
it
would
is.
end up being a UConn versus South Carolina Final Four
Yes.
if it
Yep.
all plays out.
Yep.
And somebody's predicting that it's going to be Texas versus South Carolina in the championship game. So that would be that would be an interesting turn of events because we know
Well,
the
that's
people.
that's if Texas can get past UCLA, because Betts is
They're
playing
saying
pretty
that
good.
Texas is gonna get past UCLA. That's what they're
Okay,
saying.
Betts is probably playing pretty good now. She done worked on her footwork and she's pretty solid. And I don't know if Texas got anybody to stop her for real, for real.
Yeah, they have to get her in foul trouble and get her out of the game. Lauren Betts. That would be that would be the probably the best thing for them to do, the smartest thing for them to do.
Right.
You know,
So,
get
so
her in foul trouble.
as I look in the brackets, mm,
Did you pull it up big?
I can see it. I can
Oh,
see it for real. I'm trying to see.
okay. What are you thinking? So we have UConn probably playing because we have Iowa State versus Syracuse. So do you see Syracuse beating Iowa State? And then that end up being a UConn versus Iowa State game,
I'm
which would
not
be
sure about
an
that.
Audie Crooks versus, you know, um, which would be very interesting. Then we would have Maryland versus North Carolina, safely assuming that both Maryland and North Carolina beat their teams. So
I don't see Iowa State beating UConn.
Oh
They
no,
don't
of
have
course
enough.
not. No, 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 no. But I'm saying, is it going to be Iowa State over Syracuse? Um, so that's a question in the air.
That's going to be the best game. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah, most of the 8-9 matchups, because we got Oklahoma State and Princeton. Princeton, people don't know about, is really good. I said that in the last video. They got a nice squad. Oklahoma State is no punk though. So I look, that's going to be another really good game. The other 8-9 is Oregon and Virginia Tech, and we know Oregon has been balling lately, and Virginia Tech has as well. So then we have the Clemson and USC. Um, do we have Clemson beating USC? It's I'm like it's one of those type of situations where I like to predict, but then I'm just like I just want to see how it plays out because I think these games are going to end up being really exciting, and I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to the excitement factor that comes from like these teams playing each other. I mean, we have like the possibility of Baylor playing Duke, and if the version of Baylor shows up that was balling earlier in the season, that matchup right there, yeah,
yeah, but is it
Texas
going to
Tech,
show up? Is it going to
yeah,
show up? Because at this point, you have nothing to lose. Just go
yeah.
out and ball out.
I
You know,
think
when I'm
Texas,
looking at the brackets and the bracket for UConn, I see Vandy
yeah,
and I see Notre Dame and I see Ohio State
yeah.
in that bracket.
That Illinois Colorado game, I think Colorado beats Illinois though. And then I see Colorado and Vanderbilt playing.
So that's an
That's gonna
upset
be
if that happens. Illinois is the number 7 seed and Colorado's
I
the number
don't
10
I
seed.
don't know. I think Colorado's just a better team than Illinois, quite honestly.
We will see. We'll see. But
Yeah.
and it really, if they win, they're going to play Vandy, and Vandy is going to come to play, and they're at home. These four are in Nashville, so the bottom four is in Nashville, so
Mhm.
they're at home. So I believe that they'll come out of that four. These four right here, Vandy is going to come out of there,
Yeah.
and mm, I believe it's going to be Vandy and UConn right here,
Okay.
right, right there.
Okay. Vandy and UConn on this
Hmm.
side. Okay. All right. All right.
But I just
Uh,
don't believe. I have to. UConn is loaded, man. You better come to play, and you can't
yeah.
make no mistakes. You can't make.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
can't
we're
make
not. I mean,
because
we
let's
pretty
look
much
at the
know
matchups
UConn is
here.
going to do.
So
They're going to
if
do
you
what they
if you're
do.
looking at if you're looking at Vandy and you're looking at the matchups, so you got Sarah Strong, right? So you're gonna put my girl Washington on her?
Yeah. I don't foresee anybody beating UConn on that side. So it's
No,
not. I don't even
we're
think
just
there's
looking at the
debate in
matchups.
it.
We're looking at
Yeah.
the matchups. Then
Yeah. I don't even.
you got the guard. You got the freshman guard on Vandy. You're gonna put her on the point guard, the black girl with the braids. Then you got Izzy, and I guess the two best players are gonna go at it together.
Michaela. Yeah.
Yeah, Michaela
Michaela Cook.
and yeah, they'll go
Yeah.
at it. It'll be a good game.
It will be a good game.
Once it comes down to it, it's gonna be an all out fight to get to the final four. But I truly believe we like Vandy, but we like LSU and South Carolina better. But we like Vandy's good. We got to give them the props, man.
You think
Vandy
LSU
was
comes
doing their
out of
thing.
this right here to play UCLA out of this Baylor, Duke, Texas Tech, Villanova? Because I mean, what they set it up for UCLA to match up with UC. I mean, they the pettiness that comes with these brackets is.
That's what I was just talking about before we went live. We went recording. It's like they know what they're doing.
So Betty. Betty. Oh, Betty. Oh my gosh, the drama. But you know they did that to Creekside this year too. They did that to us.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna make it hard. Ain't nothing gonna be easy here. But I mean, you got to have a 1 and a 2 and a 3 in every
Mhm.
bracket. So
And the number two over here is Michigan. The number two over here is Iowa. Uh, mm, this
I
this
believe,
side is I'm gonna say
yeah, I believe that Oklahoma is the only, and I believe that when it comes down to it, South Carolina's coming out of this, but they would really have to be horrible to come not come out of this
yeah.
and not play up to par. And I don't think that's going to happen. They had a whole week of rest,
Hmm.
and they don't play until when they play tomorrow or they play the day. They play the day. They play the
No,
19th.
no, they
That's the only thing that was wrong. People don't talk about it. Is that you expect a matter of 2 days? You expect South Carolina to beat LSU and then come back and beat Texas the very next day?
yeah,
I don't think nobody would have did that. You could have put you could have flipped the whole script and you could have put LSU on all them the same way and it still wouldn't have happened. Whoever was
yeah,
playing the lesser team would have won because they wouldn't have been so tired. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's just it is what it is. LSU still had to play. They had to come back and play. It's like it's just the way the schedule is set up. And like I told you, I was okay with South Carolina losing. That means they got back in the gym and went to work, and it showed. And Dawn Slade said this, but I had already said it because we had already did a video that it showed me that Alicia, they call Alicia,
yeah,
she can play. Okay, it showed
yeah,
me she can play with them. She ain't scared. Let's go, and I can get her in some minutes here, and she can like all these games. I'm gonna make sure she gets at least 10 minutes in all these games so she can get more experience because we need her. We need her. We need her to pick and pop. We need her to do multiple things. Okay, we need her to come out and do it, pick and roll and pick and pop and hit a three. We need her to rebound. We need her to play defense. We need her to block shots. So because if a coach ain't doing what she's need to do, we need to be able to put somebody in just as good as her and keep it pushing. So
correct. Okay.
and then let me know.
So let me be real here because
Okay,
I can't see.
you're gonna be the devil's advocate. Oh, now you can
No,
see.
I'm saying like I can't see the computer
Oh, you can't
with
see the the
with my
the,
other
the
glasses on.
okay.
Yes. So I have to switch glasses here in the middle of this so I can
That's
actually see
okay.
the computer screen. All right. So you asked when South Carolina plays. Um, they play on the 21st at 1 o'clock.
Okay. And
So
today is
that's
what, the
on Saturday.
16th? So they got
They
5 more
play the
days. They
Sat. They
ain't
play
playing until
Saturday.
5 more days. So they got basically they
Yeah.
had 2 weeks off so they could get it all together. You know, when you have a
It
lot of
looks
time to
like
study, go
I
ahead.
think all the games are the 20th and the 21st.
Okay.
So
Then
those
on
first four end games, um,
okay.
Missouri State and Stephen F. Austin, they play on March 18th. Nebraska and Richmond play March 18th, and then the other two games, Southern and Sanford, play March 19th, and Virginia and Arizona State play March 19th. So that would be Wednesday and Thursday, and then you have uh, one, two,
So they would have a couple of days off rest.
five. I think there's like maybe 8 games that'll be played on the 20th, if I'm not mistaken. And then the other games played on The rest of the games maybe 10, and then the other games are played on Saturday. So we have some games on the 20th, and then the games on the 21st on Saturday.
Okay.
So that's how it's going to go down. So yeah, South Carolina is getting a lot of rest. UConn plays on the 21st as well. I believe all the number ones do. No, Texas plays on Friday.
Well, see, this is the thing. Once those 4 games or those 2 games or is it 4 games or two? It should think it's 4 games are played. Then they have to move venues, so they won't be there. You know what I'm saying? They got to get their bags. Whoever won out of that 4 is moving on somewhere else, so they have to move on to another venue. They won't stay where they are now. So South Carolina is going to play us at South Carolina for the weekend. If they come
Yes.
out of the weekend, then they will be packing their bags and going somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure if they go to Sacramento because that's where
They
it's
might be
headed.
going to Sacramento
And I think
after
if
that.
I mean,
Because once you get past the second day, you're gonna have half of the teams are gonna be gone.
yeah,
So then you'll be in 8-8-8. You'll be in 8-8. You'll be in 8-8-8-8, and that's probably gonna go to the venues then.
yeah, yeah.
That'd be a good look. But I mean, everybody was saying, "Oh, South Carolina's in Sacramento." Those people that follow South, it don't
They
matter if
go
it was
everywhere.
Alaska, they gonna be up in that piece.
If they was
They
playing on the
going.
moon, honey, them folks is gonna be on the moon with them. They
Right,
going.
right.
They
It's
don't
gonna be all
care.
red up in there. So
Listen, they don't play
yeah,
about them. They don't play them fams. They don't play about them Gamecocks, honey. They
right,
following them wherever they go. They going.
right. And
You think
I
it's a home
believe,
game?
yeah, I believe UConn fans will too, and UCLA and Texas. They'll be going
I don't think they travel like South Carolina fans.
Texas. You don't think Texas fans do?
They don't travel like South Carolina. No, no. South Carolina fans are that's a different breed. The other fans do come, but they don't come out like South Carolina fans come out. It's just a different type of. And I also feel like in other states too, there's also South Carolina fans in those states
Yeah,
that also show up too. So you know she's got a fan base all over the country that people show up for them. So there's some games that I'm definitely looking forward to. The um, Ole Miss gets past Gonzaga, and I definitely see Minnesota beating Green Bay. But that Minnesota Ole Miss game, I think Ole Miss is still feeling some type of way about losing to Michigan State the way they did, and I think they're going to take it out on whatever Big Ten team they come up against. So I think they're going to try to just straight dog walk
they're
Minnesota.
gonna try to mollywop them.
I think they're going to that's they're going to be their intent. Yes,
Yeah,
is to be like, you know what, huh, let's put this SEC defense on y'all.
I think LSU got a chip on their shoulder.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I love when they play with a chip on. I love to see a team with a chip on their shoulder just come out and handle bit like. Let me remind y'all who we are.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
let me
believe
just
they
tell
do.
you.
If they get that locker room together and they start being cohesive, they have
Yeah,
2 weeks to do it, and they should have sat down as a team. They should have had a private meeting as a team, with no coaches, and said, "Hey, this can't go on." You know what I'm saying? Everybody's competitive. We know that, and it's in the heat of the moment. But we can't be yelling at each other, screaming at each other, pushing the coach. You can't be doing that.
yeah.
I was so surprised that would be going on with Monkey as the coach. I am so shocked. Because do
I,
you think that would have been happening with Dawn Staley?
no, but I'm not shocked about it happening with Kim Mulkey. I think it
Man, Dawn
shows.
Staley would have been just looking like, and
Yeah.
she'd gone to the podium. What's the name? So and so. Well, is done in South Carolina.
I look forward to Duke versus Baylor. I think that's going to be a good matchup. um, if Baylor, the version of
That's a
Baylor
big F, though. That's a
that we
big F.
saw earlier in the season shows up, they can beat Duke. But we need that version of them. Sometimes they don't, they be like, I forgot how to play basketball. Oh no.
But you have to remember something. Duke is well coached. Even
They
though
are
I
well.
don't like them, they're well coached. And you can't make too many mistakes and beat Duke. You got to come with it.
Yeah.
You know, the only game I really seen anybody come into Duke and beat Duke was when LSU did it
Oh,
this year.
Clemson did.
Huh?
Clemson did.
What'd you say?
Clemson beat them.
And who else
Uh,
that went to Duke and beat Duke?
they lost 2 games, but I can't remember who the other lost
They
to.
lost to LSU and they lost to Clemson.
And they lost to somebody else.
Did they lose to Notre Dame?
I don't think it was Notre Dame. I don't think.
Who do you think is going to show out in in this tournament?
Oh man,
Who's going to
I
put
need.
people
I
on
want.
notice?
I need. I think everybody. I want everybody to. I want. I want the mid majors. I want the. I want everybody to just to act a plum fool. Oh no,
But
they
I'm
lost.
talking about individually as a player. Who do you think is going to show out and make their stock rise?
I think. Um, that's a good question. Individually, um,
I'm gonna tell you who needs to. I'll tell you who needs to
who
show out.
who needs to show out?
Huh?
Who?
Blase needed to show out.
Yeah, she does. She needs to redeem herself.
She's been doing it the
I,
last couple games. Last couple games she's played well. Uh, but long as she does not get emotional, she plays great. If she can stay
yeah,
level headed and not let her emotions take over her, she's a good player to me. She's going to come in the WNBA and be on somebody's squad.
yeah.
It's very, and I think you might see it a little bit different type of player when she gets there because she won't be under LSU,
Yeah.
and I think she'll be more freer because she has everything that she needs. She
I
has
want
everything she needs.
I want Tony Morgan at Kentucky to show up and show out. In the
Okay.
beginning of the season, Tony Morgan was doing amazing things on the court. And I'm not sure what happened once he got hurt and there was a it just I don't know, something just changed with her and she stopped being that point guard. I mean, at the beginning, I was like, "Oh my God, Tony! Oh my God, Tony!" And then it just died down, and now she's hiding, kind of like Olivia Miles, kind of hiding and
Mm-hmm.
not running the offense like we know that they're
Mm-hmm.
capable of doing. And I would like for her. I would like for again Olivia to show up. Um,
Well, she gonna have to show up eventually because
yeah,
she's in a tough where
yeah,
they I
they'll
just seen
they'll
them
probably play. They're on the same side as South
as
Carolina.
South Carolina, so they're gonna end up playing somebody.
Yeah, yeah. It could very well either be let's see. So they'll probably play Washington. Washington is no punk. Again, it's another one of those sleeper teams that people were snoozing on. And then, depending upon what happens in that bottom bracket, they could play Georgia or
Or
Iowa.
Iowa. Yes,
So
to get to the Sweet 16 or the top 8. But and where is Duke at? I mean, not Duke. Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is up.
They're up here. They're up here with UConn.
Mhm.
I don't see nobody up in here. I don't see nobody up in here. I see Ohio State. I don't see nobody up in here for UConn except Vandy. I don't
Yeah,
see nobody.
that would give them a run for
No,
their money.
no. What you're trying to do when you're in these, you're trying to make it to the second weekend. If you make it to the second weekend, you've done something, but because that takes away, there's 48 teams. So if you make it to the second weekend, that means there's 24 teams left.
Yeah,
And if you make it to your third game, then that's Sweet 16. So you've really done something when you get to that Sweet 16. That's what put Ole Miss on the map. That's what put Coach Young on the map when they got to that Sweet 16. So we'll see what they can do. We'll see what Ole Miss can do this year. I still believe they got a good team. I'm not confident in their point guard. If they let that little guard play, man, everybody. Let me tell you something. Trust and believe me. People been watching film.
yes, they
If
have.
you, man, that girl. That's why they have what's the other girl's name? That's why they have her bringing the ball down because that little girl is a constant turnover.
On which team?
Cody, Ole
Oh,
Miss, Ole Miss, Ole Miss.
yeah, yeah. I think when Cody brings the ball down, if she's in full speed, you know, you're moving. Because I mean, you can try to take that charge if you want to, but you walking over, but you limping back.
But
So
she's not a turnover. You're not gonna be able to double team her. She's not gonna go to the trap area. The
right,
girl goes straight to the trap area
straight to the corner,
and
straight to the trap,
don't
and
recognize
freezes like a deer
yeah
in headlights.
and don't
I don't
know
know what
what's
to do.
going on. And she already small, so you ain't throwing over nobody.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that I see what's wrong with Ole Miss.
Hmm.
That's the only thing. And I know she went back and worked on it because I know Yo is a good coach and I know she worked on it with old girl. They had 2 weeks, 2 weeks to go back and get it together and work through and watch film. Because the
Yeah.
first time we got back to the school, I'd have been like, "Come sit down. We got to look at this film because you got to
Right.
make changes here. You can't do this. You got to recognize a double team. You're in college. You got to recognize a double team coming. You got to give the ball up and go. So
Yeah.
it busts the whole play up. And if you don't do that, you're gonna end up doing it. And anybody in this bracket, trust me and believe me, they was watching those games,
Yeah.
and they know what everybody weaknesses on in this bracket here. Because you got, you probably got what would you say 6 or 7 coaches on each in each school, and they probably gave them broke these teams up and said, "Hey, scout scout this team here. You scout this. We'll
Right.
scout, and then we'll all come back together and we'll do points of what each we need to do for each team."
Hmm.
So while talking about that, I watched an interview with the little assistant coach that used to play for South Carolina,
Yeah.
and she's got some good background and she's got some good experience. She was coaching boys high school and she did a lot of AU and she's done a major training. And
Oh wow.
she's done a lot. You go back and watch if South Carolina does interviews different people and she it's a really good interview and it tells you a lot about her and she didn't seek the opening position. The opening position wasn't even open. Dawn Staley actually called her and asked her if she wanted to come. And she
Yeah.
said she waited like she said she told Dawn Staley because she would get back to her. She said she was about to make a switch in her career. And she said Dawn Staley called her and she said, "Coach, can I call you back?" And she said she waited, she didn't realize it had been 2 weeks. And Dawn Staley called her again and said, "Hey, You got to tell me right now what you're going to do, because I can't keep holding it. And she's like, okay, coach, I'm all in. And then that's when she came, and I think she's been there since 2023 or 22.
Yeah.
So it's a good interview. You got to go check it out. Anybody wants to learn about coaches and stuff, go check it out. She got a lot of good experience, and she's from South Carolina. She's actually from Myrtle Beach.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. So um, this weekend is definitely a good weekend for basketball. You also have the NIT and the WBIT
Yes.
also happening this
Yeah.
weekend. There's a lot of basketball to be watched. So I mean, if you don't necessarily have to only stick with the Division One. You can watch the D2. You can watch the D3. Um,
And you
there's
can
a
also watch
lot.
the junior college nationals is on
Right.
this weekend. So you got
Right.
that going on as well.
Absolutely. It's a lot of basketball. Um, let me see who we have for the WBIT. Um,
And did I tell you that the Gulf Coast, they made it to the nationals too? They won out in that tournament to get to the nationals, and so they're on the way to the nationals too. But they're Division One. Parkland is Division
okay.
Two.
Okay.
So it'd be
Let's
good to watch a couple of their games. I wonder if it'd be on the network or it's on another website. I have to take a look and
So,
see.
for which tournament?
The junior college national tournaments.
Which tournament are you talking about?
I'm talking about the women's junior college national
Oh,
tournament.
okay.
You got Division One and Division Two. You got two divisions.
Okay.
They start this weekend.
So for the WBIT that starts on the 19th, that's the first round. So it'll be the 19th, the 22nd, the 26th, the 30th. The championship is played on April 1st. So some notable teams that are in the WBIT: um, Missouri, Seton Hall, uh, Alabama A&M,
Missouri is in
Stanford,
the WBIT.
yeah,
Wow, really?
North Dakota State, Columbia, California, Kansas State,
California
Utah,
is.
um, let's see, Wisconsin, Miami, Georgia Southern, Kansas, Louisiana Tech, San Diego State, Texas A&M. Uh, so those are some of the teams that are playing in the WBIT. So
Them are
not to be
good teams.
confused.
Who's playing in the WNIT?
Okay, so let's check out the
Am I
WNIT.
confused here? Is the WBIT better than the WNIT?
I don't listen. I
Am I
don't
confused?
know. I don't know, but
I
that
need to
that
Google
is
that because I'm upset because they did, what they did, and you telling me all these good teams. Let me see.
so the WNIT. Let me find it. Um, it won't let me be great, honey. It is not let me be great today. It's a great day to be great on Monday in Atlanta, where it was 37 degrees today and flurries.
Oh, wait a minute. It was 20 degrees here and it snowed
Oh,
all
honey,
night.
what? I was like, what is? I went stepped outside and said, why? Why hast thou forsaken me?
Yeah.
Ugh. Let's see.
Okay. So listen, here it is right here. WBIT Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament is considered better and more prestigious than WNIT.
Oh, okay.
So that just showed me something. And I was whooping for no
Yeah, because you
reason.
was you was you was upset, honey.
because it is owned and
Hold up
funded and
now.
operated by the NCAA as an official second tier postseason tournament. Started in 2024, the WBIT features top teams left out of the NCAA tournament, better
Oh,
TV
so
coverage
they
on
do.
ESPN, and higher
Okay.
tier competition compared to the WNIT.
Okay.
The reason why I thought it was the other way around because the WNIT has been there for a long time.
Correct. Yes, which makes sense because it's been around a lot longer. So
Yes, yes.
yeah, that absolutely would make it seem like
So the
that.
WNIT has been dropped to the third tier status,
Oh,
and WBIT includes automatic bids for the regular season conference champions who missed the NCAA tournament and is first
okay.
out teams out, making it more competitive. Cost the WBIT is funded by the NCAA, whereas the WNIT requires teams to bid for hosting games and cover their own travel expenses. Oh, okay. So that means the WBIT, they don't have to pay for any of that. The WBIT features 32 teams filled, with the WNIT has reduced its size to 48 teams, previously 64 due to the competition from the WBIT. While the WNIT has a longer history, the NCAA investment in the WBIT makes it superior tournament in terms of visibility, funding, and competition quality. So that's good.
Okay.
That's good to know because I thought it was a third tier because the NIT has been in longer, but since the NCAA
So
funds that,
those games actually start tomorrow on the 17th. So we have George Mason versus Liberty, Yale versus UNC Wilmington, Wichita State versus Wyoming, Oklahoma State versus Davidson, Tulsa versus SFA, Auburn versus South Alabama, Seattle U versus St. Thomas, Minnesota, UC Irvine versus UNLV. Those games are all on March 17th, which will be tomorrow. And then the 18th, we have Forest versus Navy, Illinois State versus Kent State, Utah Valley versus George Washington, Dayton versus Bradley, New Mexico versus Sam Houston, Nevada versus Murray State, Colorado State versus St. Joseph, and Cal versus UIC. The
now I
second
understand
round
why Southern got in there and Alabama A&M went to WBIT.
got into.
Not Southern, Alcorn State is in the WNIT.
I don't even see Alabama A&M on here. I thought they were on the other one.
No, they're
Yeah,
on the WBIT. The
yeah,
not the NIT, the
yeah,
WBIT.
yeah, yeah. They're on the
They
WBI.
play they play BYU.
Correct. Correct. Yes. Um, and their first game is on March 19th at 9 p.m. Alabama A&M plays BYU. We are fans of Alabama A&M. We'd like to see
Yes,
them
we
do
are.
well. Um, I wish they were playing a less talented team in their first round, but that's just life. But yeah. So those are the tournaments that are happening. Again, we've got the JUCOs playing. We have the WBIT playing. We have the WNIT playing, and the NCAA tournaments all happening starting this week. Lots and lots of basketball. There's also a lot of high school basketball still happening. If you did not get the opportunity to watch Princess Anne versus Minchville, I suggest you go back and watch that game. Um,
You can
that was
watch
an
it on
amazing.
demand if you got the network.
Watch it on NFHS Network on demand. It is there. It is a great game. Some of these games are also on YouTube. You can go back and watch them. There's a lot of great basketball still happening. A lot of tournaments still going on. Michigan, I believe, starts again this week, so you'll have the Michigan teams playing. New York is still playing. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Um, I do know those two specifically are still playing. They're just now getting into their Sweet 16 Elite 8 games
Hmm.
for Minnesota and New York. So yeah,
If
lots
you're
of
a
basketball.
basketball lover,
I'm
if you're
sorry.
a basketball lover, if you love basketball, you can get full with
Absolutely.
basketball.
Get drunk off basketball at this
Right.
jump. Enjoy yourself. There's
Get
plenty
your
of wine.
popcorn, get your snacks, get your wings, get your pizza, get your drinks on, and hey,
Yes,
put your big TV up, put your feet up, and relax and watch the games for
yes,
the
yes,
next
yes,
week,
yes,
for the
yes.
next couple of weeks. It's gonna be a
I have been
basketball overload.
taking lots of notes on players in high school. So I am looking forward to when we get to talk about these high school players. I'm so excited about that. Highlight some of these players. So once we get done with this NCAA tournament, we're going to change our focus a little bit. And but we got to get through this tournament first. We got to see what happens.
Right.
It's going to be some really great games going on. I love all of the 8-9 matchups. Some of the other matches are going to be really good as well. Those second round matchups are going to be heated. I look forward to people battling. Um, this is going to be a good tournament. I think
So so let me get your one player though. I need your one player that's gonna show out.
every way with it.
Huh?
My one player that I want to
I
see ball
need
out.
one player that's gonna ball. I already told you mine, Flage. Who's your one player gonna show out this weekend? I need one player.
Oh man, I want to give that to I want to give that to Michaela Blake.
I knew you was gonna say that.
How did you
I
know?
knew you was gonna say that. I knew
I
you was
think
gonna say that.
I
But
think
she's
it's
gonna
gonna.
show out. She's gonna
Yeah,
show out. She's gonna
I
go to
think
work this
Michaela
weekend.
is gonna. I think she's gonna show out this
They
weekend.
going to the second weekend.
Yeah,
She's going to show out this weekend. I believe Flage is ready to go too.
yeah,
But see, Flage got more at stake here. You know, she got the draft coming up. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? She needs to. You know, I don't know where she wants to go. I know I had seen a little interview before, and she wanted to stay down south so her grandma could see her. But I don't
Mhm.
think that's going to be available for her. I
Yeah,
really don't. Not looking
but
at
she's
this.
trying to come to Atlanta.
She would love to stay in Atlanta. I don't think it's going to happen though.
No, you gonna if you come to Atlanta, you chilling on the bench often because you got to play behind Ryan and Alicia Gray, and you got dogs coming off the bench in front of you, and you're gonna be sitting there chilling, getting in where you can fit in. I mean, you got to outplay even Pow Pow who
Yeah, and
comes
I
off the
thought Pow
bench.
Pow played her butt off this season. I think Pow
Absolutely,
Pow, to me, Pow Pow came in, and I think if Pow Pow would have been at another team, Pow Pow would have been starting because I
yeah,
think she came in like I'm ready
yeah,
right now, right now. I'm ready right now. Okay, I'm ready. And if she would have been on any other team that needed a guard
right,
to start, she like Chicago, she'd have been starting for Chicago.
yeah.
Trust me.
I
And
agree.
what other team she would have been starting for? She'd have definitely been starting for Chicago because Chicago needed guards, and she could have played the point guard position. She came down; they could have used her very well.
Oh
But
yeah,
I think they overlooked her. They didn't.
I agree.
I think they overlooked Pow Pow.
I agree. I think they did
But
too.
Pow Pow came like I'm ready for the WNBA right now. I'm
Yes,
ready. You can pull me right now. I'm up for the challenge.
I
That's what I'm
absolutely.
saying. Who's going to show out? We're gonna see who's gonna show out for this tournament. Who really wants a championship?
Yeah,
But the
I'm
thing about
looking
it to
forward
me,
to it.
the thing about it to me is South Carolina should be like, we want the challenge. Bring it on. You know what I'm saying? Bring it
Yeah,
on. You know what I'm saying? We and I know Sean, I know Dawn Staley's been circling that name. UConn, we want you. We gotta get back. So we got to get you back like we did, like what I'm saying, like you did Iowa. Iowa got us. We came back. We got Iowa.
Yeah.
You got a bullseye on your back, UConn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
the thing about it is they didn't play this year, and that really is. You just don't know what it is.
Threw everything off. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
they didn't play nobody.
No.
They played some suckers. They played, what I'm saying? They played people they could beat.
Yeah.
But he's, you got to give Gino his props, his flowers. He always has his team ready to go.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you listened to the whole interview with Stewie, but on the pivot, she was like, I can't look. She said I worked my butt off. But she said I got the UConn. She said I wasn't doing nothing. She said when I got there, she said I didn't know what working hard was.
Mhm.
Okay, so you understand what it is. He don't
Yeah.
play no games. You gonna you
Mm.
gonna you gonna you gonna get down or you gonna get out.
Right.
One of
Those
the
are your
two.
options.
Yeah.
Get
I
in.
really like that
Get
interview
in.
about with Stewie. You got to go check you got to watch the whole interview. And
Yeah.
she told some stories. I didn't know that she was molested. She had told her dad her she had told some real good stories. Like she had opened up about a lot. Her dad is not her dad. Her dad that she grew up with is her
Yeah.
stepdad.
Yeah.
And she had told some really really good stories. I really I was really impressed with Stewie. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and I've been watching her podcast at the same time too. Game Recognized Game. You got to go
Mhm.
check that podcast out. I've been watching that too.
Yeah.
And she does it with the big center from he was in Indy, but now he's in Milwaukee.
I know
So
you're
you
not
don't know
asking
too much
me.
about. See, I
You
can talk
know I don't know no
I can talk men's basketball
WNN.
too,
I don't know no MNNBA players.
but that's okay. But if you just go to YouTube and watch and put in Game Recognized Game Stewie, it's gonna
Okay.
come up and you'll see it. It's a really good podcast. They have really good interviews and what they talk about. So
Yeah. Okay. I'll
I
check it
really
out.
like her.
So hopefully people will check our videos out and like, share, subscribe. Um, please follow. Hit the notification button so you can be uh,
We appreciate
advised
y'all. We
when a new
appreciate you.
video, yes, pops up. We appreciate all of the love and the feedback that we do get. Whatever it is, we appreciate it. So thank y'all that have been watching, and we'll see
Please
you
hit
on the
like.
next video.
Please hit like because we're getting a lot of looks, but we ain't getting a lot of likes.
Yeah, hit the like button,
Yeah, hit the like button.
making us
Say something
sad.
to us. We,
Yeah,
we we need the feedback.
absolutely, absolutely.
People are
But we
watching
enjoy
it.
doing this, whether 3 people watch it or 50 people watch it. We enjoy what we're doing. We enjoy basketball, and that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing. Is we just enjoy watching women's basketball and showcasing different players and coaches and mentors and
Yeah,
those things that impact the game. There's
right.
there's a lot of players out there that don't get the shine, so we just really want to put
We
the
enjoy talking
spotlight.
basketball.
Yeah,
And anybody that enjoys talking basketball is gonna love this podcast
yes,
because we're
especially
all
when we
about
argue.
it. But we don't always agree, and we ain't supposed to.
We do
We
not.
see we see two different things, and that's okay.
We be beefing, honey. A
Yeah.
lot of the beef happens before we even start recording. I have to
Before we-
tell her to be quiet. Just hold on. Don't just let me hit record first.
yeah. I was
Y'all miss
beefing.
out on a lot of stuff. 'Cause
I wasn't even beefing with you today before we got on. I was
you
beefing with the
right.
NIT and the
You were.
WBIT
You were.
until I got clarification on what's really going on. I'm like,
I'm
what
glad
is
you
going
got
on
that
here?
because now you feel better.
Oh yeah, I didn't have nothing to beef about. I was gonna talk about it at the end of this video. I don't need to talk about it because they're in the right place.
They're where they're supposed to be. Alabama
Yes,
A&M is where they're supposed to be.
yes.
Obviously, we don't want them to have to play BYU in their first game. However, if they come out and play like we know that they can, they'll be all right. So
I hope they play well,
Um,
and I hope they bounce back from the loss at the buzzer. I hope they
yes,
bounce back and get a good. Let's get an upset, Alabama
yeah,
A&M.
yeah,
Let's get an upset
absolutely.
and move on.
All
Stay
right. Well,
in the
thanks
tournament.
everybody for tuning in. It's another wonderful episode of We Ball and Two podcast. We will see you on the next video. I think our next video will be breaking down some of the games that went after the weekend, possibly, or later after the games at night. This
Today
depends
is
because
Monday. We're probably gonna do another video about
the
something.
videos, the games that play late in on the West Coast, um, you know, we shall try to do a video afterwards. I don't know, possibly, but be looking out. Please put the notification button. That way, you'll be notified when the video is uploaded. So you'll need at least be aware of when the video drops. So thanks for
Right.
tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Let's go, ladies. Peace and hair grease, y'all. Holla back.